Imagine waking up thousands of years ago and deciding to visit someone 50 miles away. Today, that's easy. You get into a car, follow a road, and arrive within hours. But thousands of years ago, 50 miles wasn't a short trip. It was an expedition. You needed food, water, protection, and a very good reason to leave home. Because for most of human history, distance wasn't just inconvenient. It was dangerous. There were no roads, no signs, no GPS. A mountain could stop you. A river could force you to turn back. And getting lost could mean never finding your way home. So humans learned the landscape. They remembered where water was, which valleys were safe, where animals moved, and which trails led home. Eventually, those trails became paths. And those paths became the earliest roads. They weren't built by engineers. They were created by thousands of footsteps. Hunters followed animals. Families moved between seasonal camps. Traders carried valuable materials between distant settlements. Every journey added another footprint. Slowly, the landscape itself became a map. But walking had one major limitation. You could only carry so much. Food, water, tools. Everything had to travel on your back. So humans found a simple solution. Dragging. Heavy objects could be placed on hides or wooden frames and pulled across the ground. It wasn't fast. But it changed one important question. Instead of asking, "How much can I carry?" humans began asking, "How much can I move?" Then came an even bigger problem. Water. A river could completely stop a journey. So, humans began experimenting with floating objects. Logs. Reeds. Simple platforms. We may never know what the first boat looked like. Wood disappears. Rope disappears. But ancient humans reached isolated islands long before modern ships existed. Somehow, they had learned to cross water. And that changed everything. Distance was no longer limited to land. Islands became homes. Coastal communities became connected. And resources could travel farther than ever before. But humans soon faced another problem. Moving yourself was one thing. Moving heavy loads was another. So humans partnered with animals. Dogs, donkeys, oxen, camels, horses. Each one expanded what humans could transport. A person could carry only so much. An animal could carry far more. Now food could travel farther. Stone could travel farther. Metal could travel farther. Trade expanded. Settlements became connected. And then came one of the most important inventions in human history. The wheel. Today, the wheel seems obvious. But humans had already crossed mountains, deserts, and oceans before they used rotation for transportation. Then someone realized something simple. A heavy object didn't have to slide. It could roll. And rolling required far less effort. But the wheel needed something else. A good surface. So paths became roads. Roads connected settlements. Settlements became cities. And cities became centers of trade and power. Transportation was no longer just about moving people. It could move armies, food, weapons, messages. Entire empires could now control territories much larger than before. And humanity kept pushing. Carts became better. Ships became larger. Roads became stronger. Then came railways, automobiles, aircraft. Every invention was solving the same ancient problem. Distance. Today we barely notice that problem anymore. You can wake up in one country and eat dinner thousands of miles away. You can send a message around the planet in seconds. A package can cross an ocean while you sleep. Distance has become so easy that we almost forget it ever mattered. But every modern journey began with something incredibly simple. Someone walked. Someone found a path. Someone crossed a river. Someone built a boat. Someone trained an animal. Someone made something roll. Someone built a road. And someone looked at the horizon and decided to go farther. Human history isn't only the story of kings and wars. It's also the story of movement. The hunter searching for food, the trader carrying goods, the sailor facing an unknown ocean, the traveler walking toward a place nobody in their family had ever seen. They had no GPS, no engines, no modern maps, but they had curiosity, and they kept moving. Every step carried humanity a little farther, and every step made the world a little smaller. Today, we travel across continents without thinking twice. So the next time you sit in a car, board a train, or watch an airplane disappear into the sky, remember this. For most of human history, going somewhere meant walking toward the unknown. And every road we use today began with someone taking that first step.